everybody, it's Diana with Stamping with Di. Welcome to my YouTube channel and this week's Teach Me Tuesdays, episode 232. And we're going to have so much fun today. I'm going to use the new Bistro Burger bundle. And if anyone knows me, I love French fries. Oh my gosh, I love French fries so much. And give me a good juicy burger and that's even better. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Diana, and I'm an independent Stampin Up demonstrator, and I'm in Santan Valley, Arizona. So that being said, I am on a diet, so I am not really eating French fries right now. So I think about 10 more pounds, and then I can go back to adding a little bit more to my diet. But so yeah. So this will be a really fun set to play with and not try to get too watering on my mouth, right? So it's a super fun one, and I love when we get a coordinating die. So yeah, so that's what we're going to do. I also want to remind you that there are 2 new kits. This is the 6th of August 2024. So there are 2 new kits. And the Designer Series paper sale starts today as well. I will be showing you when I do my die shorts on Friday. I will be showing you the new kits as well as an unboxing video from the new mini catalog. So I'm so excited for that. And then I'll also be able to show you the bundle and the stamp set and some other things that you're going to get for the fall social in September. All right, so I think that's all I wanted to talk about. All right, so close your eyes for a second while I get my camera adjusted. Okay, so this is the stamp set I'm going to be using, and this is the Bistro Burger, and it has a coordinating die. So look how fun that is. And then when I put this in here, I was like, oh my gosh, this looks like a face, doesn't it? A crazy face. So I think I need to play with this shape a little bit, because I'm seeing some things in it that I might want to try. But anyway, so these are all the cute little pieces, and it is super, super cute. So that's what we're going to use today. All right. So I'm going to color with blends. So that means I'm going to stamp with the Memento Tuxedo Black. So we want our big juicy burger, and it's so fun. It's got one of those pretzel buns or whatever. Okay, so we've got our yummy, yummy burger, French fries, and like I said, oh my gosh, I could eat French fries every day. All right, so I want to stamp a few French fries. So I'm just kind of filling up my paper here. Because we're going to die cut these out. And then we have our cute little dill pickle. Okay. So there we go. And then I want to die cut this out. So I'm just going to take it over to my cut and emboss and do that. All right, so now I have all my pieces, and you can see I also did the knife. So I used some foil for the knife, and then there's a little handle. I used, this is the Country Woods DSP. This paper is on sale, and I just love this paper so much, so I've been using it quite a bit. Now, this paper is some retired paper, but I just wanted some plaid, so it kind of looked like a tablecloth. So I just grabbed that, and this is that one that was a farming one. I also did, and as soon as I saw this Attention Shoppers die, this immediately to me looked like the basket that you get when you go to some fancy places and they put the French fries in it. I remember when we were in Fiji, oh my gosh, we had the best French fries and the best fish and chips That fish was so fresh. And they served it in these cute little baskets. So I've been wanting to do that since I got that set. So I'm going to do that today. All right. So let's get to our pieces. So I'm going to do just a little bit more stamping just so I can get some of this stuff off my table here. All right, so let's put this on the inside. Like that. And just trim the edge a little bit. And then I'm going to put my greeting. So I have my ink pad open. I might as well stamp my greetings. And I love this, right? It says, "You're kind of a big deal." But you could say deal, you know, so you have your dill pickle. All right, so I have "You're kind of a big deal." And I'm going to put that on the inside of the card. And I'm going to put a little pickle in there as well. So cute. All right. Because I figure I want to get that stamped so that I can color that at the same time. I also want my greeting for the front. And I'm just going to have it be just a generic guy card. So it's just "Here's to a great guy." So I have that done too. So I think that's all the stamping I want to do. All right, because this stamp set does have like a Happy Father's Day, time to celebrate. So it's really fun. I love this font too because it kind of it almost looks shaky because they had those little lines outside of the open, you know, the open one, so it kind of like looks shaky. Like maybe you ate too many fries. All right, so let's get to coloring. So we have our pieces. All my little pieces here. Come on, bud. And then this is so cute here. This is a little ketchup. Or you could do it in white, then it could be mayonnaise. You could do it in orange, and then it would be cheese. And then you have the little cup that it goes into. So that's super cute. But here's the little knife. And then it has the little handle. So what I'm going to do is, I have all my blends here. I want to just put a little bit of color on these pieces, just to emphasize them a little bit. All right, so I'm just going to take crumb, and I know I have it in here. There we go. There's the crumb, because that is the cardstock that I used. So I'm just going to take a little bit of crumb, and I'm just going to put a little color just kind of around the handle. So it has a little bit of color to it. And then I'm going to do the same thing on my little whatchamacallit, my little container that my ketchup's going to go into. And I love mixing ketchup and mayonnaise together. Oh, I love doing that. All right. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put a little Poppy Parade, because this is Poppy Parade. I just grabbed that. That's a bright, nice ketchup color. And I'm going to just put a little on my ketchup, just so it's got a little color as well. All right. I also cut, there's like a table, or you could use it for a grill, maybe, because the dies. So you have this right here, but I think you could almost be like a grill, and you have these flames. So look how cute those flames are. And I think you could bring them up, because it is split. You know, it has some split lines. So yeah. So I also think that this could be, like, this is like a banner, and this could be a banner too. But I'm almost thinking you could, if you did these in like Cajun or something, they could be nachos. All right. So I need to play with this more because it is super fun. All right. So these things are done. Let me bring my pickle over, and then let's get these colored. So like I said, I did a few fries because I'm going to cut them, you know, because I want to fill my basket. Because the more fries, the better. I love going to Five Guys. Oh my gosh, they have the best fries. So I like going to Five Guys. And Jeff and I usually get a small burger because the burgers are pretty big. So this is just light lemon lime twist for our lettuce. But the burgers are kind of big, so I usually just get a small one. But then I always ask for large fry, and then we just share the fries, but they put them in like a bag. So you get your large fry, but they just kind of dump a whole bunch in the bag. And I always say no salt, because I'm always telling Jeff, you can add your own salt, because I'm not a big salt person. All right, so that was just some light lemon lime twist. I'm going to put a little bit on the top of my pickle too. Okay, and on the top of this pickle. Right. Then I want the dark lemon lime, and then we're just going to add a little bit of dark to our lettuce. Where it overhangs a little bit, and there's like lines on it, so it makes it easy to figure out. All right, I am going to put a little granny apple, just a little bit, like here and there, but I don't want to put a whole lot. All right, then I'm going to take my granny apple. So we've got some pickles up here. Okay. And then I want my old olive to finish our pickle. Okay. So cute, right? Isn't that making you hungry? All right, so let me get, I need to finish my pickle over here. So this was dark. Put a little dark. This is dark lemon lime. I'll put a little granny on the edge as well. And then I'll finish it with the dark olive. Isn't that such a yummy looking pickle? We used to go to a place called the Deli, and they have new owners now, so we haven't been since. And then COVID happened and all that bad stuff. But anyways, and they would always put a pickle, a handmade pickle, and never feared. Every time I would eat it, I would breathe at the wrong time, and I would take in that pickle like vinegar, and I would be choking. All right, so I'm going to put a little gray granite around my pickle too, just around the edge, just to kind of make it pop off the page there, since it is stamped directly. And I'm going to color my big deal with green to kind of emphasize that I'm talking about that there pickle. I was going to glue the dill pickle instead of the deal. I was going to go, you're a big, and then I was just going to put the pickle there. So I went in and I asked Jeff, and I go, what does this look like? So I showed him, you know, what I was talking about. And he says, you're a big pickle? And I'm like, yeah, that's what I was afraid of, that it wouldn't come across as, you know, as what I was meaning for it to do. So I ended up just leaving it like that. But anyways, all right, so let's do some more of our hamburger. He's so yummy and juicy. So this is Poppy Parade. So I'm just doing some Poppy Parade on our yummy tomatoes here. Yum, yum, yum. And then the dark. And then I want to add a little, what is this? Petal. A little petal to the, you know, those centers of the tomatoes, you know. All right. And then we have some, I have, what is this here? Peach. So light peach and dark peach. So I'm going to put a little dark peach up here on that, you know, the split or whatever of the bun. I'm also going to put it down here because to me this kind of could be like mustard dripping. Alright, so let me finish with the light peach. And that just kind of gives that mustardy look to it, I think. Alright. So then 7 and 6. Alright, so let's do our French fries. I'm just going all over the place, right? Alright, so let's do our French fries. So I'm going to do 6 and 7 because I want my French fries to have a different color than the hamburger. So remember, the higher the number in the tones, the lighter. So the 600, which usually I use with 400, and then it would be the lighter. This time, it's going to be the darker because I'm using 700 this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some 600 on my fries, just to kind of have, you know, a little bit of shading going on with them. So our neighbor has a puppy. He has one puppy left, and she is 5 months, and she's adorable. I have to get it cleaned up. She's adorable, and she's a little Yorkie. Reminds me so much of Toby. So he's like, I have one left. I'm going on vacation. If we were interested. And I had seen them when they were like younger. And I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So I brought her down to the house so Winston could see her. And Scott was so funny because he was like, well, Jeff already told me no when I went down, you know, to see the puppy. I said, I know. I said, I just want to see how Winston will, you know, because he had a brother when we rescued him. So he's used to, you know, another dog. And we've had him for a year, so it's been a year though, like he's been by himself. But he loves if somebody brings a little dog over. But usually he's like so excited to see them, and they're kind of like snappy, right? Because they're like, well, get away from me, you know. All right, let me color these two. So I have some extra fries over here to pull from. So anyway, so I brought her over. So stinking cute. Winston was like, fell in love with her like instantly. But Jeff, not so much. And he's like, no, we don't need another dog. So, and I know he's right, but oh my gosh, she just reminded me so much of Toby, and I think that's why, like, I'm just so drawn, like, I would love to have her, but in my mind, I'm like, well, why would you want to have to go through puppy stuff? Because Winston is so perfect. He's never messed in the house. And he's lazy like us. So he'll take a nap. If I want to take a nap in the day or go to bed early or just go read a book, he is so excited if I'm up on the bed and he's snuggle up. So I think it's just that little, I kind of feel in my head like, oh, Winston would probably like it, but at the same time, we can spoil him more if we just have a single dog. And I know, Jeff's always, he's the smarter of us. He's the more common sense guy than I am. So anyways, so I told him, I said, what kind of video will I have to share today? Will I have announce a new family member? And he's like, no. Oh my gosh, he's so funny. Okay, so let's go back to, sorry for all the blabbing, but, alright, so let's do our burger bun. So I'm going to do my burger bun with, not pumpkin, good grief, Diana. Alright, with pecan pie. So I'm going to do my dark pecan first, and I'm going to go up underneath the lettuce, because it would be darker underneath there. Are you hungry yet? This would be a fun card, like if you know somebody that that loves burgers. Maybe they have a birthday coming. It's just so, and it's the perfect size. Oh my gosh, this hamburger is like so perfectly sized to color. You have to kind of wiggle if you're going to use all the bits. I just did a regular size card. I just did a standard size card. But if you wanted to really make a scene with it, then I would definitely do like a slimline card. I think that would be fun, but I just kept it as a regular size card. All right, so now I'm going to finish this with the light pecan. So we've got a little bit, because these these buns are a little bit darker than like a regular hamburger bun. They have that split on the top, so I just made them a little bit darker. You could totally do them lighter if you wanted, but I just figured I'd do them like a lighter kind of bun. Alright, so doesn't that look yummy? Alright, and then the hamburger, I wanted it to be darker than the bun. So I chose, and I don't think I've ever used one. I haven't used it very much. So one would be the darkest of the tones. Oh, I didn't use one. Hang on a minute. Did I use one? Yeah, I used one. Am I using one? Good grief. But it says two. Did I put the lid on the wrong one? Oh, look at me. Look at me. I put the lid on the wrong. Oh no, I put the sticker on the wrong one. Good grief, Diana. What am I doing here? This is, so ignore me. So this is, I need to change my sticker. That was weird. all this time. All right, so I'm using 2 and 3. All right, so I need to remind myself to change those stickers. All right, so again, the 2 is going to be darker. So I'm going to put that in first, right up in there. See that? And whoever drew this, oh my gosh. So like I said the other day, I am going to have to make a list. There might have been a little bit of mustard there too. I'm going to have to make a little list of all the stamp sets that I so love and find out who drew them. I'll have to take my catalog and I'll have to write on there, because there's some people that, oh my gosh, I just love how they draw. And then there's some, I'll be honest, like I say, I have no filter, that I'm not a fan of. I mean, it's not like I don't not like them as a person, but as an artist, there's just some art I liked more than the other. All right, and then I'm just going to finish it with the 3. So my burger's nice and dark. It's got that good grill taste to it. All right. I need to remember to do the lid. Okay, so let's bring over my card. That was my other one. Hang on a minute. Let me bring this over. Right here. Okay. So I used a basic white thick as my card base. So let's put her inside. Since I'm not going to do any more to that. I mean, if you wanted, it would be really fun. You could always like go like this and put two pickles together. Like, wouldn't that be cute? And then if I did do that, I would be cutting the white. Like, I wouldn't leave that white because it's going over top of this. So I would cut that white away, but I think 2 pickles in there might be cute. So I might add a second pickle after the video to make it a really big deal. All right. Then I want to put this together. So I wanted this to look like I said, I wanted it to look like a tablecloth, or maybe you're outside eating. So I guess it still would be a tablecloth, but I just wanted that plaid look. And then I wanted this to look like a wall, behind the hamburger. So now I could have trimmed this so I'm not wasting this paper, but I just want, I just didn't want to have to put a piece of white behind this, in order to glue this on here. So, and this way I can build it off the card and then add it to the card after. Because sometimes I like doing that a little bit better, because I've got that nice flat area to work on. All right, so let's bring this over here. So this is that table or grill, whatever you decide that you're going to do with it. And I just used some more of that Country Woods paper, and I'm just going to put it like right on here, like that. But I'm going to put it on with dimensionals. Now it has that split, so it's up to you if you want to use the split. If you do, be careful where you put your dimensionals so you don't close that split. All right, so this is just our little wood that our hamburger is going to sit on. Now, I'm not a big fan of going to a restaurant and they serve you on wood because I'm always like, how did you wash that wood? So I remember we went to a restaurant one time. There's a lot of chitter chatter with me today. And they served me it on wood, and I'm like, could I have a regular plate? I mean, there's got to be a way that they wash wood, right? But so I don't know. I mean, we use a wood cutting board at home, and we wash it, you know. But it's just us, so I'm just a little weird. Okay, so I cut out my Here's to a Great Guy. I just fussy cut that. All right, so we want our hamburger. So our hamburger is just going to kind of sit over here. But what's cool is there's actually a split. So see, the die gives you like a hole. It's hard to see, but there's a hole here that you could stick the knife into so that, you know, you have the knife in your hamburger. All right, so I want to get my silicone because I want to do some gluing, and I just want to keep my desk clean. So I'm going to glue the handle on the knife, so we have a little bit of gluing to do. We have this. I got to glue my French fries. I have to glue my ketchup. So if you are just joining us, this is my Teach Me Tuesdays. And we're having fun with the Bistro Burger bundle today. I am in the chat room, so if you have any questions, head on over there. So that's just a little handle. So see, adding a little bit, you know, of the blends on it just adds a little bit of color to it. You could even cut it out with the wood grain DSP. That would be super cute as well. All right, let me put my ketchup in the little container. But first, I want to cut. Hang on a minute. So I'm going to cut a couple of these fries. I'm going to cut this one. That's why I colored a few. So I had some extra fries to kind of play with. And I want to actually put a fry into my ketchup. I'm just kind of taking away some of that white. But I want to stick it in the ketchup before I glue it. So now we have a cute little ketchup, or a cute little French fry sticking out of our ketchup. Fun, right? They're really, like I mentioned the other day when I was doing this sled, they are really, really thinking, very, very smart when they do the dies. You know, like, oh, if we put a slit in it, you know, this will happen. If we do, you know, this or that. I mean, just certain things that, you know, I might not think of till I made something, then you go, oh, I should have did this. All right, so now what I also did was I cut the bottom off of this fry. So it gave me a couple extra, you know, little fries as well. Because this, I want to go in here. So I kind of wanted to have a flat bottom on that. All right. And then I want to put extra fries. So I want my basket to be really, really full of fries. So I'm just going to put a little green tip glue. So I'm going to glue my fries together like that. So see, they're kind of sticking out of the top there. And then I'm just going to use my Tombow multi glue. This is just the green tip glue. I just put it in a little bottle. You can find these little bottles on my blog over here. And if you go to the top, you'll see my favorite things. And then it will open up. You can shop on Amazon for things I grab over there. And these little bottles is one of them. I use them for a lot of things. All right. So let's just kind of let that sit a minute. What else do I need to do? I also want to cut a few more fries because I'm going to kind of lay them around my burger. So I should have colored that one right there. Hang on a second. What were those colors? Now I gotta remember 7 and 6. So the recipe will be underneath, down below. So you can see. And if there's ever where I don't have a recipe, sometimes that means something's not live yet when I do the video and I'm not able to link down there. But just holler at me. Sometimes I just forget. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of cut these fries around. We'll see how many I'll use, but at least I've got a few ready to go. So where is your favorite place to get fries or burgers? We go to a food truck place, and there's some good food trucks that have some really good fries too. Alright, so this should be good and dry by now. So now let's put our card together. Alright, so let's bring our table over and let's do our burger first. So I have my burger and I'm just going to open that slit. So it's just going to barely stick in there. And so let's put my whatchamacallit in there first. And this just kind of helps me decide if I have room to pull my knife up or down, right? So this is going to have a little room. I don't mind if it goes up out of the card a little bit. I think that will actually look cute if it goes outside of the card and just a tad. But I don't want it out so much that, you know, it gets caught on the envelope when you're putting the card away. Alright, so I want dimensionals up here, but this part, I'm just going to use the green tip glue because it's going to be like directly on this wood table or the wood bowl or whatever. Okay, peel those backings off. And again, I'm going to stick that. I'm just kind of lifting this with my finger just so I can stick it under a little bit. I don't want it all the way under. I still want to see a little bit of the white. Okay. And that's good, that knife, because I still want to see some of the blade, right? Okay, and where's our little pickle? Here's our pickle. So I'm going to put my pickle over here. So this has lots of dimension, this card. I need to trim my dimensional. So this just has so much dimension. So our cute little pickle right here. Yum, yum, yum. You can almost hear the crunch. Alright, then we have our French fries. Now I want to make sure I save room for my greeting. So I'm going to put my greeting on right now. I can always push the fries down further, but I definitely want to be able to see my greeting. So I'm just going to put it up here. I just love this designer series paper. Oh my gosh, I love, love, love this paper. All right, I got up really, really early, so I'm going to kind of put that in an angle like that. I kind of put a little bit of it in that split, but I don't want it all the way in the split. All right, so we also have our ketchup. So I haven't glued anything yet because I want to move these over a little bit closer. All right, so I got up super early to place my mini catalog order, and I totally forgot to order designer series paper. That's on sale, so I'll have to put another order in, but that's okay. Don't you forget. All right, so we're going to put a little French fry. So again, I'm just lifting that split up just so I can stick it in there a little bit, just so it's on top of that plate, basically. All right, then I'm going to put my ketchup with the little French fry in it. And then I have these French fries that I trimmed. So I kind of want them, because I love fries. So I'm going to kind of put it like that. Let me trim these. Trim these some more. Okay. So we put our French fries. So I kind of want them, kind of in front of that basket a little bit. But see how this one has that little angle? So I'm going to go like this so it looks like it's, it's kind of back there. But I'm going to put this one on top, which will kind of hide that one's kind of got a wonky. I'm just going to trim it. There we go. I'm just going to cut it. I'm going to glue this one on top. Like I said, you cannot have too many fries. So fun. All right, so what I did do, now that I'm like sitting here, because now that I'm thinking about it, I want another pickle. Don't you want another pickle on the inside? And you could even cut a hole with an X-Acto knife, and you could put the knife, through the pickle, and then the pickle could be like even on top of the hamburger. Wouldn't that be fun? All right, so I'm just going to quickly color my this extra pickle, but I'm just going to fussy cut this because remember I didn't want any of that that white. It's easy enough to color, but just that little light lemon lime, a bit of the dark, that dark granny, just the same colors that I used before. And then that dark old olive to really have that edge on there. Okay, so that looks super cute. Oops, I'll put that lid on there. All right, so I'm going to fussy cut this out really quick. So like I said, I'm going to go right up to the line because I'm going to lay it over top of that other pickle. So I have two pickles in there. And if you have a little bit of white showing, I'll show you how to get rid of that. Okay. So we have just a little white edge around our pickle. So you can use gray, or I'm going to use the old olive because this is green. So I might as well use the green. But so what you do is you just take your blend and you're just going to trace it. So when you trace it, what happens is that blend goes on the edge of the white cardstock and it soaks in just a little bit. And then you don't have that white edge anymore. I mean, you have a white edge where I forgot to color it, but you don't have a white edge where I've cut the cardstock. There. So see what I mean? Because I have colored the edge, so you don't see that. pinch. All right, so let's get this card put together. You are probably like so tired of listening to me today. All right. I bet you're so excited for my Friday's die shorts, which will be a little longer because I will be doing the my unboxing. So just keep that in mind. All right, so this is going to go right on here. Does that not look like the yummiest card ever? Now this has got a lot of dimension going on. So I'm going to put my adhesive on the card. Now this is backwards, which is totally fine. But when you do this, you just want to make sure that you put your adhesive in. You don't want to run your adhesive right to the edge because then you'd see your adhesive. So just keep that in mind if you glue it backwards like that. But this way I'm not, you know, gluing on the back of this and pressing down like all of that fun dimension that I did. Let's get our cute pickle over here. And because I think it just looks too fun with two pickles. So we're going to put, and I'm just going to put it direct because it is on the inside of the card. So I don't need to put it on with the dimensional. But I am going to come back with my light gray granite and put a little gray granite under that one as well. So now, doesn't that look, I think it looks better with two, doesn't it? Because you're a big deal, so you really need two pickles. All right, and then I'm going to take my gel pen. So I'm going to take my little gel pen, you know me and my gel pen, and I'm just going to put little white speckles here and there on my pickle. And also here and there on my hamburger. Put a little on my pickles here so they kind of have a little shine to them. And what would be even cooler, now that I think about it, which I didn't do before, how be, because this card has just not got enough going on, how be we do some Winkostella? So how be we put a little Winkostella on our pickle? So now our pickle is really shiny. So let's do it here on these pickles, just a little bit on the tomatoes, the mustard, just add a little sparkle here and there. Oh my gosh, so fun. And we could even add a little bit on the inside. So if you don't have a Winkostella, definitely that is a must. I think, you know, there's certain things that you need in your stash, and a Winkostella is one. Winkostella is one. So I don't know if the camera will catch. Aha! See? You can see a little bit of that Winkostella there where it catches the light. So then it makes the pickle look even juicier and yummy. But there is the finished card. Isn't that so stinking cute? Oh my gosh. I think Jeff and I need to go to Five Guys for lunch, and I'll just have a bad day for my diet. Oh, I just can't. I can't. All right. So let me say, see you later. Another cute, look at another cute Goodwill top, and even these fun pants. Oh my, and look at my floor. Oh my gosh. Don't look at my floor. That was another reason I'm like, okay, you know what? Do I really need a puppy? Because Jeff and I can be so lazy. I mean, you know, he's retired. I'm not retired yet, but I mean, and Winston doesn't really mess with it. I remember Toby was always in the garbage, and so Winston just is kind of like, whatever. So I'm just like, Jeff, like I said, Jeff is the smart one in regards to getting another dog. So anyway, so I'm going to stop blabbing. This has gone on too long. I will see you Friday for my die shorts, 3 o'clock, Arizona time, same channel, and we'll be doing an unboxing. So please join me. If you have any questions, if you are watching the replay, just leave a comment below. YouTube will let me know, and I can reach out to you. Thanks so much, everyone. I'll see you Friday. Bye for now.